Hey there everybody, how's it going? This is John Matthew and you're watching CineManiacs 24/7, the channel dedicated to movies, music, physical media, books, video games and pop culture. Welcome back to the 8th video of the long-running Power Rangers series on this channel, and this is the final video to be uploaded on YouTube. The rest of the two videos will be uploaded on my Instagram handle. You can check them out with the links given below. And today's video, after all, is going to be about Power Rangers RPM, a season that I had a lot of apprehension about initially, but over the years this has grown on to be one of the best seasons in my opinion, not only in the Disney era, but also in the wider scale of the Power Rangers seasons as well. Stay tuned as I tell you why I feel so, and before we even proceed further guys, please subscribe to my channel as it helps me a lot to make more new videos and it motivates me to create newer content on this channel. And like I've promised you, this year is going to be very important for CineManiacs 24/7. Nonetheless guys, let's go on a more phenomenal journey. Power Rangers RPM is the 17th iteration of the long-running Power Rangers series, and it was released in 2009 and happens to be the English version of the Japanese Sentai Engine Sentai Go-Onja, which is basically nothing more than a parody season. Well, even Kara Ranger was a parody, and we know how that turned out to be. Yes, we know how turned that to be. Anyway, this season is different. The reason why I'm saying so is not because this season was released in a different decade and a different era. This season is different because it takes the parody elements out of the Japanese season and it makes it more darker and more intense. Imagine a sentient AI system kills off most of humanity and destroys all the known human civilization, except one place that is still safe, that is the dome city of Corinth. And the Power Rangers have been created by the very same person who created this AI system that caused all this chaos and mayhem. Sounds interesting, right? It actually is. This is the first time you see so many anti-heroes and anti-villains in one different Power Rangers show, or in one single Power Rangers show. Sorry. And it is also the first time we see that almost every character in the season has a great story behind them. Scott has a great story, Flynn has a great story, Summer has a great story, Dillon is the lone wolf. We don't have any story about him, except there's one point of his sister being abducted by Venjix and turned into Tenaya 7, who happens to be like the henchwoman of the villain side, and of course one of the most powerful villain characters in the entire lineup. No offense to the others, but she is genuinely delicious and powerful. And of course, she turns out to be the sister for the Black Ranger. They have a reunion together, and then Venjix reformats her. She again comes back to the side of the good, and she'll eventually lose her eyesight. Ziggy the Green Ranger is not only the comic relief, but also happens to be a very intense character as well. You also had Gem and Gemma, but probably the most intense character in the entire show was definitely Dr. K. Dr. K is the person who created the Power Rangers technology. Dr. K is also the person who created Venjix, and all she wanted to do is just go outside, and that quest for going outside caused so much mayhem, and as a result the season was born. The season has a great theme song. The Megazords are cool. The Ultrazord combination, the Paleomax Megazord is very very cool. I like the introduction of the Gold and Silver series as well, operators if I'm not mistaken, because that's what Dr. K likes to call them, Ranger Operator series, red, yellow, blue, green, and add all the colors behind. Power Rangers RPM is one of the best seasons, not only in terms of story writing and also in terms of execution, but it is a good season because it manages to prove that sometimes Japanese parodies don't exactly have to look like parodies in the American version as well. Yes, Turbo and Operation Overdrive, I'm talking about you. You had a chance to be good, but you didn't. Nonetheless, this is the first time we get to see that a parody season was adapted so well into the Power Rangers mold, and it was converted into something so serious and so dark that it cascaded to the Hasbro era as well, where we get to see that Venjix, who manages to survive the events of Power Rangers RPM, hiding all these years inside Scott's morpher, he basically gets combined with Morphex, that happens to be one of the key elements of the Beast Wars or Beast Machine season. Okay, Beast Machines are what we call it. I'm not even sure. I don't like that season anyway. Nonetheless, Venjix combines himself with Morph X, if I'm not mistaken, and that particular thing converts him into Evox. He becomes a more poisonous and techno version of himself, which again is a very good thing considering that they took almost 14 years to solve that entire plot point. Nonetheless, I would say that the villain was a cool character. The henchmen were the cool character. Tenaya 7 takes all the headlines, or let's say all the appreciation for being the coolest henchwoman the Power Rangers have ever had. Of course, the Megazords, like I mentioned, were cool, but one special mention should definitely go to Danger in Destiny as well. Danger in Destiny Part 1 and 2 is where the entire season comes to an ending. The dome city of Corinth is almost held hostage because turns out that a lot of the people in the corporal's office were basically androids that were hidden by Venjix this whole time. The Black Ranger's android storyline is now showing up in this particular season finale as well, where we see that he's almost converted into an android and about to lose his memories or something. Dr. K has to now end the very virus that she created in order to ensure that the human race survives. Things have to go good somehow. Nonetheless, I do think that my system is also affected by Venjix as well, because you see the small flickers here and there, and I'm not deliberately doing it. I guess Venjix is behind all this. Nonetheless, I do think that this season has to be a redeemer for most of the Disney era seasons, because if there's one thing that everybody around the Disney seasons has told me, that these seasons were atrocious. At least the first couple of seasons were not. Ninja Storm, Dino Thunder, and SPD get a lot of discounts for being well written and well executed seasons, but anything post SPD is a bit questionable in my opinion. Although people have their own opinions, and I'm very open to people having opinions. People love Mystic Force here in India as well. Some of the people in America love Mystic Force as well. My heart goes out to you guys. You love it, it's completely okay with me. I do like Mystic Force for having cool designs in terms of costume though, but the story and the episodes don't make sense to me for some reason. But that's my personal view, not exactly something that you should hold on to. But nonetheless, RPM manages to prove that out of 3 duds in a continuous row, Mystic Force, Operation Overdrive, and Jungle Fury, the Disney era had still got some amount of steam left. And that's the reason we see that RPM turned out to be such a different and such a wild season as compared to the larger Disney era seasons. Well, this is the entire video for the day, guys. Thank you so much for watching my video. If you have until this point, please subscribe to my channel and keep buying physical media. That's the best and the most amazing way to protect movies for long. Stay safe, bye bye, and Godspeed. And stay aware of Venjix.